What up? We're doing Leo and Virgo tonight, y'all. Do you have Leo and or Virgo in your charts? Leo and Virgo. Leo or Virgo. Also, can y'all hear me? It is currently raining outside. I don't have my car on. It's actually pretty comfy right now. But nonetheless, it is pretty rainy out. Rainy and wet. Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yes, I can hear ya. Sweet! That is what is up. Thank you, Kimmy B, Alien Ghost. We are doing the Leo collective reading, and then soon after, about maybe 20 minutes or so, we will be doing the Virgo collective reading. Where are all my lions at? Leo collective. We are going to begin the reading in less than 8 minutes. I'm sure I'll be saying this for the next half hour or so, but happy birthday to all the Leos. We are definitely, knee deep? Basically waist deep in Leo season. Hey, I'm a Libra, so I'll be here tomorrow. Nice. That is what is up. Yeah, about 2 minutes ago is when I start my live streaming every single night. I definitely appreciate your love and support. Yes, y'all. 2 signs a night. We're doing Leo and Virgo tonight. Leo and Virgo, y'all. I know one quiet lady is a Leo. No problem. Awesome sauce. Yes, Brenda is a Leo. Leos. Happy either belated or current or early birthday to y'all. We're definitely doing the Leo collective reading here shortly in less than 7 minutes. July 23rd. Oh, that's right on the cusp of Cancer and Leo, ain't it? It's pretty neat. Leo Collective, where are you? I said, yes it is. My birthday is actually this Friday on the 8th. The cool thing about this deck is if you get it wet or get some sort of water on it, it's not going to absorb it because they're like foil. So I'm definitely grateful that I've been using this deck. Oh yes, my birthday is totally coming up this Friday, as I am also a Leo sun. Well, I mean, sun as in S-U-N, but also it could be S-O-N, I suppose. And a fun fact, my middle name is Lee, L-E-E. So that's like one letter off from my zodiac sign. Coincidentally. I do feel like in this case, we can say that that's definitely a coincidence because I don't think my mom planned for me to be a Leo. I don't think she planned for my middle name to be so close to my zodiac sign. My grandpa's middle name on my mom's side is definitely Lee. That's where it comes from. So yes, just a fun fact. Leo Collective, we're definitely starting your reading in less than 5 minutes. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you're a returning. What? My middle name is Lee? No way, Brenda. My brother's middle name is Lee, and he's also a Leo. What? Kissy Jello, what the heck? That is maybe not a coincidence, but I mean, I don't believe in such a thing as coincidence, but like, I guess in these instances it could be considered a coincidence. Like, was it meant to happen that way? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That is pretty neat, though. Leo Collective. Oh yes, my birthday is this Friday. I totally have the day off from work. So all I have to do is show up tomorrow, do my 8 or 9 hours, and I'm out of there. I am freaking out of there. So I don't think so. Also, my father's middle name, so that's why. Oh, okay. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad they didn't give me my dad's middle name, because I don't think Richard Joseph would have been as good as Richard Lee. Although, it would make for a better nickname, I suppose. If you shorten Richard, what is that? Now add my middle name to it. Use your imagination. With that being said, if my middle name was Joseph, now take Richard and shorten it. What is that? And add Joe to the mix. I'm not sure which is worse. Dang it. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Brenda. I don't think so. Oh, I read that one already. What is up, y'all? We are doing the Leo Collective reading in less than 2 minutes. That's 120 seconds. Less than that, though. Oh, yes. Leos. And keep in mind, even though I do make a fool out of myself during these live streams, I'm, for whatever reason, uploading them to YouTube so that everyone can enjoy me making a fool of myself. Oh, yes. Maybe that's entertaining to some. I hope so. I don't want to be making a fool of myself on live stream for nothing. My little brother, great nephew, and I have the same birthday on July 23rd. Whoa! Yeah, I'm glad you're re-uploading on YouTube again. Yes, by the way, y'all, my new YouTube channel is Free Will Tarot 2.0. If y'all want to go subscribe to that, you're more than welcome to. The link to my new YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio, as per usual. But if for whatever reason you can't get to that channel to subscribe, it is, yes, Free Will Tarot 2.0. Definitely type that in the search bar over there at YouTube. And I do feel like you'll have some success. I've got about 10 or a little less than 10 maybe subscribers, which is totally fine. I'm going to work my way up to whatever the old channel was. But neither here nor there. Just subscribe. Thank you. Neither here nor there. If y'all do not want to miss out on these live streams, which I know life happens, and that's fine. As long as you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you will not miss out on the information and or the entertainment via my foolishness, acting like a fool, because you'll already be subscribed. Alrighty, y'all. With that being said, it is 40 after. We are going to get into this Leo Collective reading. One more time, do hit that follow button if you have not done so. And thank you all for all the love and support. We need 3 more shuffles for this Leo Collective reading. A 1, a 2, A 3. Alrighty, y'all. You know what time it is. Oh, yes. We are going to do the bridge shuffle, and then I will ask y'all to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so I can cut this deck with them. Oh, yes. Woo. There 'tis and there 'twas. TWAS 'twas. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety for that matter. And I'm going to cut this deck with them. Swords, scissors, preferably because they have my name on them. Property of Rick. Or tridents are cool. Or ice skates. That was a new one. Thumbtacks. Clothespins. Maybe I mentioned axes, but no matter the case. I definitely used the scissors. Yes, you may type out scissors as well. That's totally fine. I've seen that once before. Or not just once before, but like many times before, and it makes me giggle. Like, I don't have to send you emoji variety of the sharp and pointy objects. I'ma just send the word. Love it. Ooh, razor blade. Okay. Y'all, we definitely have cut this deck. Thank y'all for your participation. Let's go ahead and get the Leo Collective reading started. Leo, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is the challenge, or not the challenge, the situation, then the challenge, your person of interest. The similarities or common ground between you both. And, whoops, that's too many cards. Possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty. Do keep in mind, at the end of the reading, we will be pulling one card from the Oracle deck, which I have not gotten out just yet. A little unorganized here. But no matter the case, yes, we will be pulling one card from the Oracle deck to get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these specific cards in the specific order / sequence. With that being said, let's start the reading, shall we? I think we shall. The Hermit card. The situation that the Leos are showing up as is the Hermit card. This could tell me that y'all are in hermit mode, hermiting away from the world, trying to isolate yourself from friends, family members, co-workers, maybe potential romantic partners. No matter the case, with the Hermit, there could be an issue or a problem that you've been dealing with for quite some time. Maybe it's a new issue or a problem. Maybe this issue or a problem is resurfacing, as if maybe you thought you dealt with it the first time it came around. If so, there might be some introspection needed as far as, well, I dealt with it in this way. I dealt with the problem or issue in this way in the past. How can I deal with it differently so it doesn't resurface again? So it's no longer a thing. Makes sense with Mercury retrograde? Yes. Yes, because Mercury retrograde isn't as scary as we all think. It's definitely like okay, time out. We definitely have been moving forward. Now it's time to retrace our steps and either realign with something that we are desiring, or to reevaluate if what we've started before Mercury retrograde is actually fitting or working for us, working in our favor. Right? So with the Hermit card, maybe that's what y'all are doing. Evaluating a situation you're in now, evaluating a problem or an issue that you're dealing with currently. Okay. It's not bad to start out in the Hermit card. Mind you, good or bad is a human construct. So, yeah, we'll keep that in mind. The Five of Wands in the challenge. I do feel like this is good, even though Five of Wands is mostly about competition, mostly about conflict, disagreements, arguments, maybe even at the very least, misunderstandings. This is also in the challenge, though. And mind you, when I read cards in the challenge, they are reversed. So I feel like you and another person aren't wanting to fight, aren't wanting to argue or bicker back and forth. Maybe once upon a time there was even a feeling that, are we in like competition for the same thing? I'm not necessarily wanting to put anyone in competition. I do feel like most Leos just want to succeed. They want that Six of Wands. It's like, I'm over here fighting with myself. I'm over here evolving, trying to be a better Leo than I was yesterday. I'm in competition with myself, no one else. So why does it feel like that person over there is in competition with me, or like we're supposed to either be on the same team, but it doesn't feel like we're team players. It's like, sure, we have the same goal, but we're not necessarily working together per se. Mind you, yes, this was once upon a time. While nowadays it's like, okay, there's no more competition. I don't know if you squash the competition or they squash the competition, or if you just don't have that feeling of, I have to be competitive. If you feel like this person isn't trying to be competitive, either way, I don't think either of you want to argue or have misunderstandings of each other. Whatever, I'm going to go with it. We have the Eight of Swords. In this person's energy, they are showing up as possibly overthinking something as far as the situation with the Leo goes. I do want to say, with the Hermit card being in the situation, it's almost a little bit strange that in Leo season, we are hermiting, putting ourselves in hermit mode, shying away from the limelight, from getting recognition, right, for not being so flashy. One could argue that this person is kind of doing the same thing. They're not really taking action. They're not really putting themselves out there. They're definitely overthinking the situation with the Leo, not knowing where to take the situation, not knowing where to take a conversation with Leo. It's like, oh no, the Leo is over here in introspection, following the wisdom of their own lantern, metaphorically speaking. But I ain't got no lantern, so what am I going to do? Where's my freaking lantern? Where's my wisdom? I'm sure this person has some sort of wisdom. They just might be an analysis paralysis. What do I do? What do I say? Where do I go? Oh my goodness, all these thoughts are frustrating me. We have the Emperor in the common ground or similarities between you both. This does tell me that you both are trying to become organized, take control of your own lives, protect what you've created and or built in your life that needs to be protected. Maybe some of you have a business. Maybe some of you and this person have separate families. Maybe you have a family with each other, for all I know. the Emperor does tell me that both of you are in masculine energy, meaning if there was to be any sort of conversation, there would be a little bit of butting heads. Oh, Leo, we should do things this way. Sorry, I'm a fixed sign. I can definitely be flexible, but when it comes to the way you're going about it, Eight of Swords person, I think I'd rather go in introspection and think about it a little longer. Because I have my own set of ways of how I do things in my day-to-day routine. Butting heads. Both masculine energies. Keep in mind, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us, or traits, personality traits. Tarot is not gender specific, so you could be a female Leo. You could also be a male Leo. No matter the example, we all have feminine and masculine energies within us. Traits. We'll call them traits. With the Nine of Pentacles, as the possible outcome, it could definitely be that you end up comfortable in your environment. Comfortable enough to stay single. Like, well, if this person isn't going to take charge the way I need them to, in this Emperor, energy. Mind you, yes, there are similarities between the Hermit card and the Eight of Swords, but the big differences here are, yes, you are following your own light, your own wisdom, your own guidance system. I don't feel like this person has found that just yet. And yet, both of you want to take the lead in the situation. I do feel if you were to give this person a chance, it would almost be like the blind, leading the blind type of deal. It's like, no. Let me take charge in my own way, and I'll see myself through any sort of challenge. I'll see myself through any sort of argument or disagreements. I'll just see myself out and possibly stay single, possibly keep investing into a hobby or a side hustle, a project on my own. Because that's where I've found the most success. If this is the advice with the Nine of Pentacles, yes, it could be that you're needing to do things alone, at least for the next week. To use your own discernment, sure, we all have free will, but also if this card is suggesting, hey, at least for the next week, stay single, stay comfortable. You have rewards of hard work, and those rewards you can definitely reap. They've blossomed, they've ripened, they're there for the taking for you to enjoy. With that being said, I do have one card I would like to pull from the Oracle deck. What does the Leo Collective need to know moving forward to end this reading? One card to end this reading. One card to end the reading. We need 3 more shuffles, y'all. A 1. A 2. A 3. Alrighty, y'all. Top card is the card we need to see to end out this reading. A boom. Ooh. Fierce loyalty. This tells me that no matter if you stay single for the next week, stay comfortable, stay doing things on your own, stay independent, I do feel like this person's going to stay loyal no matter what. They're going to be like, you know what, I might be overthinking a little bit, but hey, I'm going to take charge in what I can control in my own life. I'm going to focus on what I can control. I mean, Hopefully it's their thinking. Hopefully it's their thoughts. Hopefully they can control their fear-based mentalities. But no matter the case, this person seems to be loyal, or at least the fierce loyalty card could suggest so. No matter the case, we need to read from the guidebook, because there is a deeper meaning behind why we pulled this card. Fierce loyalty. Defense. Come on, show it. Fierce loyalty, defense. What's that about? We're going to read. Fierce loyalty, defense. Within the walls of a castle, a red-headed woman sits with twin dragons. One rests his head on her lap, while his sister stays alert and on guard. Their wings arch above and meet, sheltering the woman beneath. The twins are fiercely loyal and will not let any harm come to her. This card is a symbol of defense, since it suggests that we safeguard those things we consider valuable. In some situations, this will involve looking out for those who are vulnerable. It can also fall into a reading when there is a need for us to look after ourselves, such as the Nine of Pentacles. If you have drawn this card, it could mean that you or someone you love is under attack. It is important to remember that attacks can take many different forms, and preventative measures may need to be put in place beforehand. Are your computer settings and virus protection up to date? Is your home secure? Or might you be divulging your deepest and darkest secrets to those who might not respect them? It may be time to think about how much you share and what the consequences could be. On a personal level, this card may be asking you to consider your lifestyle. Are you eating healthy and getting enough sleep? When this card arrives for you, think about what you need to safeguard and what will be the most effective way of doing so. I would suggest, yes, evaluate, come up with some sort of wisdom and or introspection as far as where your own loyalties lie. Because maybe in the past, you did have some sort of argument or competition, misunderstanding with this person. And if they were hesitant to invest in the Leo before, they are definitely going to be hesitant now. Especially in Leo season, when we shine the brightest. Especially in Leo season when, or maybe not especially in Leo season, but especially when we are in our power. When we have the fruits of labor blossom, ripen, when we have comfort and can enjoy that comfort, the rewards that come with that, when we've built something for ourselves and it's made us so independent, that is power in itself. That's saying, I don't necessarily need you. However, I do want you in my life. And if I want you in my life, do not take that for granted, or do not, take advantage of that power that I'm giving you. Maybe this person in the past took advantage of that. Maybe. With that being said, I hope this helped. Leo Collective, one more time, happy birthday. Early, recent, belated. And do keep in mind, I will be uploading this live stream to my YouTube channel. If y'all do not want to miss out on future live streams, because it's going to happen. Once in a while, you're going to miss a live stream here on TikTok, and you'll wish you were subscribed to my YouTube channel so you didn't have to miss out on that information. Yes, the link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio. Free Will Tarot 2.0. Alrighty, y'all. With that being said, I am going to shuffle the cards back into the deck, and we are going to get right on into the Virgo Collective reading. Virgo Collective, thank you for the messages. Not a problem. Virgo Collective, what is going with y'all? Going on with y'all? Virgang, what up, Virgang? Virgo Collective, thank y'all for being patient with me as I did that reading for the Leo Collective. Virgos. Do I have anyone with Virgos in their chart? Miss Connie, I am just now reading your message. I couldn't tell you. I don't answer yes or no questions. These are Zodiac Collective readings. I do 2 signs a night, y'all. Tonight just so happens to be Leo and Virgo. Tomorrow will be Libra and Scorpio. Friday will be Sagittarius and Capricorn. And Saturday, last but not least, will be for Aquarius and Pisces. I hope that answered your question or any curiosity you might have about my account. How I do things around here, around these parts. Oh yes, because there is definitely a new sheriff in town. I don't know where that came from, but what is up, y'all? Virgo Collective. Virgo Collective. Where's my Virgang? We are going to start your reading, Virgos, in less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Let me do a FYP. Bloop, bloop. FYP. Do it. Alright, Virgang, what is going on? Less than 2 minutes till I do the Virgo reading. Hope y'all are A-okay out there. I do have Virgo placements in my chart. Let me think here. I've got a Virgo rising. I've got Virgo in my Venus. Or is my Venus in Virgo? Yeah, Venus is in Virgo in my chart. I don't know how you would word that. It is what it is. I could have swore there was something else, like maybe in Mars or something. Maybe not. No matter the case, Virgo Collective must have tuned in right on time. Life's an idea with a twist. Nice. Yes, you sure did. Alrighty, y'all. For after, less than 1 minute for the Virgo Collective. What do we have for the Virgo Collective? What does Virgo need to know moving forward for the next week ahead as I do weekly readings here at Free Will Tarot? What does the Virgo Collective need to know moving forward? Whoops. Whoa. What does the Virgo Collective need to know moving forward? 5 after, y'all. We need 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. Alrighty. For those of you that are returning followers, you know what to do. I'm about to do the bridge shuffle, and when I do so, I'm going to need y'all to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so that I may cut this deck. Oh yes. Here it is, the bridge shuffle. Oh yes, there it is and there it was. TWAS twas. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so we can cut this deck. Oh yes. Alrighty, y'all. Let's just get into this reading, shall we? We have definitely cut the deck. Thank you all for participating in such a way. Here we go. Virgo Collective. Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarity or common ground between you both. And here's the possible outcome and or advice. Strange reading so far, but we will get into it. Do keep in mind, Virgo Collective, Virgang, at the end of the reading, we will be pulling one card from the Oracle deck so we can get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these 5 cards in this specific order. Alrighty, y'all. A quick drink from our sponsors. Or not so quick. We are starting your reading off, Virgo, with the Knight of Swords. Anyone that has seen this card in my readings, especially in this situation, should know that there are 3 examples I give of how this card could relate in your specific situation. Example 1, you're either charging into a situation, maybe with communication, because you're excited and giddy and can't wait to experience the joy that you know is on the other side of this fence that you're about to leap over. I don't think there's a fence necessarily that this horse is leaping over. Just imagine there is. So, whatever. Yes, you're about to race forward, run towards the situation, take action, communicate with this person out of joy, out of excitement, right? That's example 1. Example 2, you're about to charge in, maybe with communication, out of fear, maybe, because you're possibly about to miss out on an opportunity that you know you would have a lot of fun with, an opportunity that you feel like is yours, and or are claiming that, yes, I would love to have that opportunity. Is it too late to change my mind, to go back and say, no, I want that opportunity? Is it too late? I better charge forward out of fear and make sure that I don't miss out on anything. That's, what is that? Fear of missing out? FOMO? FOMO. Fear of missing out. That is example 2. Example 3 is charging in, taking action, maybe communicating, out of anger. Are y'all about to charge in and tell a mofo a little bit about themselves? Virgo Collective? Like, what did they say over there? What are they doing over there? Oh, hell no. Hell no, I can't believe they said that. I can't believe they're doing that. I need to fix this right now. It said maybe, LOL. Like, I need to fix this right now. That is example 3. So do take what resonates, leave out the rest. We still have 4 more tarot cards to go through. So let's see which example we can fish out depending on the other cards. We do have the Justice card in the challenge. Mind you, I think it was Venus? No. I think Libra just went into Mars. Mars went into Libra, something of that effect. There's something crazy about the astrology that has to do with Libra. But no matter the case, Virgo Collective, if this is the challenge, with the Justice card, I do feel like it might be challenging for you to speak your truth, to speak out against an injustice, let's say. Do you feel like someone has done you wrong? Do you feel like you can't stand up to yourself for whatever reason because either they're more truthful or they have, I don't know, like a posse or something that would like come after you, or like, I don't even know what the reason for you not being able to stand up for yourself. There's some sort of injustice, Virgo Collective, that maybe you find it challenging to speak out about, to speak your truth, to be fair in a situation. It's like, no, I'm racing in. I don't care how fair this looks. I don't care if it looks petty. I don't care if I go to jail. Is that this situation where it's like, I really find it challenging to, bite my tongue and do things fairly? It's like, oh, hell no. I didn't realize they were doing this, this, and that over there. There's something of an imbalance in this situation, for sure. We do have the Six of Wands and the possible outcome and/or advice. What? Possible outcome? No, we're not getting to the advice already. This person in your environment with the Six of Wands is showing up as maybe they are getting public recognition. Maybe they're getting patted on the back for a job well done. Maybe a pat on the butt because they're being a good girl. Maybe a pat on the head because they're a good boy. No matter the gender. Six of Wands does tell me that they are gaining some sort of attention. They're definitely feeling pretty good about themselves. Maybe they've been doing the right thing. Maybe they've been putting in the work and gaining some sort of attention. For all we know. I don't know if this person is so much on their high horse with the Six of Wands that they're letting something get to their head. And you're over here like, Virgo ain't gonna let that happen. Nah. I'ma judge you hardcore, says the Virgo. You ain't being authentic. This is unfair. I'ma speak out against this person. There's some sort of injustice about this person, either towards me or towards others. Like, no. What is going on over here? Are you about to join this person possibly and collaborate with them so they can have that win? Okay. Maybe you're not about to collaborate with them. Maybe you wish them the best, and I don't know, it suggests to some degree with the Justice card that something is out of balance. They're getting some sort of recognition, some sort of public recognition, and attention. No matter the case, we do have the Sun card in the similarities or common ground between you both. This could tell me that, yes, both of you are pretty happy with what's going on in the situation, or there's something about clarity that's coming through. As far as maybe you both have a lot of clarity as how the other person feels, or what they're thinking, what their next moving forward is, y'all's intentions. There's something happy in the situation going on, so I can't really say that maybe you're doing something out of fear. I can't really say that you're doing something out of anger either. I do love the combination of Knight of Swords to the Sun card. I gave a reading where the situation was just these two cards. The Knight of Swords clarified by the Sun card. And in that reading, it reminded me of that sort of behavior where it's like, ooh, squirrel, and you go chasing after it. You know what I'm saying? Or like, ooh, a piece of candy. Let me go race off and like, go grab that off the street or whatever the case, off the table. I was thinking like in a parade, right? A parade, maybe, where people are throwing candy and you're like, ooh, a piece of candy. This makes me really happy. That's the example I gave in that party, in that reading. But yeah, something about this, there's happiness going on for the both of you for whatever reason. Maybe you're happy this person is getting this attention, is getting some sort of recognition finally. Maybe you're about to congratulate them out of, having a lot of respect for them, for all I know. However, with the Justice card in the reverse, something about this situation feels unbalanced. As if maybe they could have given more to the Virgo and or the connection between them and the Virgo. Possibly. With the Page of Swords and the possible outcome and or advice, I feel like the possible outcome could be that you end up being in detective mode. More credit, possibly. Yeah, I agree. I definitely feel like being in detective mode, mind you, this is the detective of the tarot deck, the Page of Swords. Get curious. How did this person reach this level of success? Ask questions, maybe. To this person specifically, we don't want to, like, create some sort of, what's the words I'm looking for? A smear campaign? Smear campaign? Smear? Am I saying that right? Natural detective over here, LOL. There you go. Yes, Page of Swords. Ask questions, ask around, ask this person specific questions. What mistakes did this person make before they had to learn from those mistakes and redirect their attention onto what's working for them, right? What people did they have to network with to gain this level of success? What resources or tools did they have to use or utilize or learn how to use even? How long did it take them to learn said tools, right? Yes, do get curious. And if this is the advice, do get curious. I think that's pretty straightforward as far as the Page of Swords. But we do have one card we need to pull from the Oracle deck. I definitely feel like I could open my car doors up and let some cool air in, but I will keep going for this reading. We need to end out this reading for the Virgo Collective. What does the Virgo Collective need to know moving forward? We need one card to end out this reading. One card. Alrighty, y'all. 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay. Top card is the one we need to see to end out this Virgo reading. Ooh. Dance with Death. That's freaking tattoo worthy. That's freaking sick. Dance with Death. What is the deeper meaning behind that card, though? Because obviously it's not like we can just take this literally. There is definitely a deeper meaning behind it. What is it? Oh, I just passed it. Risk. Oh my goodness, yes. That's so befitting for the card. But how is it befitting and or relating to this reading? Are you about to risk something that you've been working towards, or risk some sort of like justice? What are you about to risk? What's so risky? What action are you about to take that might seem or feel risky or risque, if you want to word it that way, towards this person in order to like gain some sort of clarity from them or about them, about what they're doing? I mean, because something does seem possibly out of justice, out of balance, like an injustice. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to listen to your intrusive thoughts and go burn their house down or something. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, they've done me so wrong. Let me go steal their puppy. It's now mine. Hello, little puppy. I will name you Death, and I will have a dance with you. Right? We don't have to listen to our intrusive thoughts just because we feel entitled to make our own justice out of the situation. No matter the case with the Justice card and the challenge, it feels like something is out of balance, and it may feel like you're about to take a leap of faith or do something risky to maybe earn this person's respect, to gain their attention. Now, I know something is funny, but we are both winning, so need to cause a wave. No need. Gotcha. Well, we're going to read from the guidebook. Dance with Death. Risk. A young woman, radiant and full of life, takes a dance step with the Dark Lord himself. With his skeletal fingers tenderly holding her waist and brushing her shoulder, he sensitively looks down at her red hair, adorned with a white flower. This relationship is reminiscent of the marriage between Hades and Persephone of Greek mythology. Spending part of the year on Earth with her mother, Demeter, Persephone would descend into the underworld with her husband during the time we recognize as winter. While there, all of nature would shrivel and die until she returned to her mother in the spring. Dance with Death can, at times, arrive as a warning. Are you taking risks that could become hazardous, or is a choice you are making precarious, or even dangerous? This card urges you to consider what the outcome might be, and if you are risking more than you might gain from a certain decision. To dance with death is to potentially make a sacrifice. When it is at its most favorable, this card could be suggesting that a small risk is worth taking. While you would be advised to not endanger either your health or security, there will be times when taking a chance can pay off, or a gamble could reap rewards. I would suggest that if you feel like taking a small risk is worth gaining this person's respect, if that's what you're after, or taking a risk as far as sticking your own neck out to stand up for yourself against some sort of injustice, to be vulnerable in front of the public and say, yes, this person did this, this, and that to me. Is it worth being looked at as, the poor victim? Or is it maybe worth, yes, taking this person down, or I don't know, you're going to have to weigh out the pros and cons here. Because if you feel like this person did you so wrong that they deserve some sort of, punishment, you're going to have to discern if that's really up to you to make that choice, or if you can forgive this person and try to pray for them to elevate enough to where they don't have to hurt anyone else anymore, right? Pray for their awareness to become elevated so that they can become aware of their issues, you know, of their behavior and how it's affecting people. That way they don't have to cause any more injustices. Trying to think of other examples how this dance with devil. Is there something about this person that like draws you in towards them that maybe you feel would be a risk to some degree? If so, I would ask questions before taking any crazy steps. I forgive, but don't forget. I wish you the best, pray for them, and never accept in my life. I don't blame you there. Maybe you feel, I don't even know where I'm going with that, but do use discernment. Yes, we all have free will, but that doesn't mean we have to listen to our intrusive thoughts, as I mentioned earlier. You know, keep in mind, the Justice card is a major arcana, meaning sometimes justice plays out without us even realizing it. Sometimes we are not meant to be in the spotlight and or gain attention like this person is, because they are putting themselves at risk for the worst kind of attention, right? It's like, well, look at them getting all this attention. It's getting to their head, you know, making their ego bigger. It's like, is this person going to be able to handle that much power, that much responsibility? Or are they going to, like I said, let it get to their head and abuse that power? You said that twice. Oh, I know. I don't mind repeating myself. Y'all, I'm going to leave this reading here. There's a lot to contemplate as far as, like, if you are thinking about taking a risk towards this person or sticking your neck out as far as, you know, fighting for there to be fairness, do ask yourself if it's worth the risk. They got ego for sure. Key part to me. Okay. With that being said, Virgo Collective, I do hope this helped. I do hope it was informative, maybe even entertaining to some degree. Keep in mind, I will be uploading this video to my YouTube channel. If y'all are unable, for whatever reason, because life happens, to view these live streams, go to my TikTok bio, where you will find the link to my new YouTube channel, Free Will Tarot 2.0. That way, if for whatever reason you do miss out on these live streams, you will already be subscribed to my YouTube channel and will not miss out on the information or entertainment as far as me making a fool out of myself goes. With that being said, hit that follow button if you have not done so. Thank you all for all the love and support. And maybe I will see you in the next Virgo Collective reading next Wednesday, or any other Zodiac Collective reading between now and then. Or maybe I'll see you Sunday night, about an hour ago, for a personal paid reading. $20, 5 tarot cards, 1 oracle card. Through Cash App, mind you. With that being said, much love, y'all. Take care, and have a good night.